2023 Jeep Wagoneer L First Drive Review, Maximum Utility.
But before we start, please support us by pressing like and subscribe buttons. Also turn on the bell notification to get the latest updates. Your support means a lot to us. Thank you.
Here's a sentence that I thought, typed out, deleted while laughing, and ultimately undeleted upon a few minutes reflection. With the top trim starting at $76,220, the well-optioned Jeep Wagoneer L Series 3 is one hell of a bargain. After writing it the first time, I did a quick but thorough full-body inspection to confirm that I am a regular human being and am not, in fact, made of money. Almost 80 grand is a lot of cash to most of us, family types included. It's more money than I've ever spent on a new car, for sure. To confirm that I am indeed an outlier, I asked my car friends on Twitter about the max they've ever spent on a vehicle, and can confirm that the answers cresting even the starting MSRP of the 2023 Jeep Wagoneer L, $64,495, were few and far between. And yet, the increasingly pricey large SUV segment is doing a banging business in 2022. General Motors brands alone have combined to sell something like 170,000 units over its Suburban, Tahoe, and Yukon nameplates. Last year, in a weird market, close to 400,000 large SUVs were sold. It's not for nothing that Jeep re-entered this lucrative playground with its Wagoneer and luxury segment Grand Wagoneer. Americans still adore a spacious ride, and a great value, even amongst very expensive things. A narrow field of huge SUVs. Let's be clear, in the world of non-luxury, full-size, extended wheelbase sport utility vehicles, there are 4 players in the US on sale today. The Chevy Suburban, GMC Yukon XL, Ford Expedition Max, and this new Jeep Wagoneer L. Jeep's Grand Wagoneer competes upmarket against the Escalades and Range Rovers of the world, but if you're talking about blue-collar big boys, that's the list. Of course Toyota and Nissan, and Chevy again and Ford again, make standard wheelbase offerings that are compelling. But they don't offer the thing that you get with a stretched body and wheelbase, maximum utility. All of the XL SUVs offer impressive space for passengers. The third row on the Wagoneer L offered me, the very largest of the Motor 1 staffers at 6'5" acres of space, to say nothing of a cup holder, a huge stash space on the armrest, and both USB and USB-C ports. Jeep says the interior space is best in class and I believe it. But the truth is that even very large people fit into the third rows of the competitors, too. Jeep's big point of differentiation on the space front is really the cargo space available with all 3 rows of seats erected. Why? Maximum utility, that's why. If I'm spending thousands of dollars more to get one of the world's biggest passenger vehicles, I kind of want to use all of that space at the same time. And not have to make a choice between, say, grandma or grandma's luggage. To that end, the Wagoneer offers a class-leading 42.2 cubic feet of cargo space with every seat intact. That's only about half a cube more than the Chevy and the GMC, to be fair, but it's up meaningfully on the 36.0 cubic feet offered by Ford's Expedition Max. A literally huge caveat to this point is that the GM trucks do have a lot more overall cargo space than the Jeep, 144.7 cubic feet versus 130.9, so if you typically use your SUV like a pickup truck, take note. Storms A Bruin. Normally, a long wheelbase variant of an existing SUV wouldn't be enough to get me to fly to Bozeman, Montana, for a test drive. Don't get me wrong, I love the lonesome, lovely West, but I keep all of my stuff and my kids in Michigan, so testing big vehicles is kind of an at-home pastime for me. To sweeten the pot for the auto rider core and consumers alike, however, Jeep also pulled the wraps off a pair of new, bi-turbocharged inline-6 engines dubbed Hurricane. I promise you that I will be tracking the use of any variation on Jeep rocks you like a Hurricane in coverage at Motor 1 competitors, so I can publicly shame them on Twitter. Available with a standard output of 420 horsepower and 468 pound-feet of torque for Wagoneer L, and a high-output flavor of 510 horsepower and 500 lb-ft in the Grand Wagoneer, I can attest that both power plants are an excellent fit for their respective chariots. Paired to a relaxed and robust 8-speed TorqueFlite automatic gearbox, the Wagoneer's SO engine offered up crisp acceleration at speed for passes on the highway, and great pulling power away from stoplights. And in places like Bozeman and the surrounding, jaw-dropping mountains, the turbofed engine is doubtlessly better to live with than Jeep's, admittedly characterful, 5.7-liter V8. When tasked with pulling the Wagoneer's not inconsiderable 6,335 pounds at thin air elevations of 5,000 feet or higher, it's good to keep each of those horsepower fully on the job. You'll get a full take on the Grand Wagoneer and the HO Hurricane engine in the near future, too. Suffice it to say that the 510 horsepower offering makes even this long wheelbase truck feel quick.
Thanks for watching. Drop a like. Leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos like this.